Konstantin was born in the era of the Iron Curtain in 1967, when even the stars seemed bound in barbed wire. From the age of 5, the boy with eyes the color of a stormy sky began asking questions that adults brushed off like pesky flies. Why are we here? Where does God live? In a home where pamphlets titled "Science Against Religion" gathered dust on the shelves, and his atheist mother kept repeating the victory of reason over obscurantism, his quiet voice sounded like heresy.
God became his secret mentor and friend.
At 7, while his peers poked the ground with sticks, Konstantin was already leafing through black-covered atheist books in which he glimpsed fragments of scripture through caustic refutations. "Blessed are the poor in spirit," he scratched in pencil in the margins, as if assembling a puzzle from forbidden truths. The letters turned into prayers, the criticism into revelations. Konstantin's grandmother, who was known to secretly make the sign of the cross over pots in the kitchen, would whisper, "He's like a holy fool, a sanctimonious type." But even her icons and prayers seemed too simple to him, like children's drawings instead of an intricate holy artifact. At home, they nicknamed him Little Christ. Classmates pointed fingers when he left lessons and went into the forest, where the birches whispered in the language of psalms and the streams rang like monastery bells. By age 12, he was already teaching his grandmother, "God is not in incense, but everywhere, even in stone." At 14, he would meditate at dawn, ignoring the cigarettes and vodka being passed around in the courtyard. "Crazy!" they would shout after him. Only his older brother and the old churches gave him refuge. With his brother, he would go to half-ruined churches where the faces of saints looked out from beneath flaking frescoes, and they would read aloud excerpts from Marx, the ones where, behind the poison of anti-religious rhetoric, quotations from Ecclesiastes were hidden. Rumors of a radiant young man spread like a spiderweb winding around the town. Grandmothers on a bench whispered, "Yesterday on the tram he picked up a sick pigeon and held it in his hands, and the bird began to sing." Schoolchildren passed around a notebook with his sayings. God is a verb, not a noun. To love your enemies means to break their weapons. In the factory canteen, Anya the cook, famous for her foul mouth, suddenly began each morning by setting a glass of milk on the windowsill for the angels. At 18, Lori came to Konstantin. By a campfire in the forest, where smoke mingled with the fog, he spoke of love without borders, of God without temples, of a soul without goals. The listeners, yesterday's Komsomol members, were weeping, not knowing why. "He doesn't preach, he shines," people whispered, gathering in circles around abandoned altars. His words, simple as bread and deep as a well, healed the burns left by ideology. When the police raided the illegal gatherings, he only smiled. "Their batons won't reach the sky." After the forest talks by the campfire, where sparks flew up toward the stars, people returned home changed. Engineer Petrov, who had kept silent at party meetings for 10 years, suddenly stood up and said to the shop chief, "Your malice is your prison." Teacher Maria Semyonovna, the atheist of the year, began her lesson with the question, "And what do you believe in?" By the age of 30, hundreds were already following him, not for a guru, but a boy who found God in forbidden books, freedom in the forest, and paradise in the eyes of another. "We are like embers. One is only ash, but together, flame," he would say, stoking the fire under a winter sky. Thus was born the legend of a saint without religion, a boy who cut truth out with the scissors of censorship and found God between the lines of atheism.